Hey guys, it's Jonah here, back for another beer review. And yeah, I've put the Beer 52 stuff away for the moment, and I've got one of these bad boys to have a drink of. It's Vault City Triple Fruited Mango Modern Sour Beer, 6.2%. Thank God it's not a session IPA. And it says here, with triple fruited mango, we've taken something we love and times it by 3. All the rich, juicy Alfonso mango of our original session sour multiplied by 3. 3 times the aroma, 3 times the flavour. Vegan friendly, tropical adventure that's fresh, juicy and bold. Paired with our mouth-watering beer base, resulting in a lingering tartness with each mouthful, perfectly balancing the sweetness of the fruit. And here we are. We have got malted barley, oats mango, water of course, Vault City up in Edinburgh, 6.2. I'm liking that. Always looking, yeah, don't forget the vegan, avoid the vegan friendly pregnant ladies. Yeah, does that go together, vegans and pregnancy? I don't know. I suppose there's takes all sorts, doesn't it? Right, let us get this bad boy into a glass. Oh, I can smell it already. Now, I have to say, Vault City are well known as being the sour kind of beer producers of the UK. Well, especially the craft brew scene. Wow, look at that. That does look like an orange juice. Not much head, but I'm not surprised. Wow, it has disappeared. We'll call that a fingernail's worth of head. Let's get this bad boy around here. It's juice of doom. Wow, look at that. It's completely gone. Not unusual with sours, weirdly. And I'm pretty sure that they do kettle souring. They don't do like lambic type souring. Wow. Mango, mango, mango. I like a mango. Hey, 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 I like a mango. There's a bit of cream, bit of sort of, I guess coming from the oats, right? But that kind of creamy, maybe slightly kind of yeasty. It's not like a farmyardy bacterial kind of thing going on. So definitely not alembic. Wow. Look, totally gone. Look at that. That is bizarre. If someone gave you that, you wouldn't think that was a beer, which, well, it's in a pint glass. But I'm a man. I usually fill up my glass with a bit of juice. Do you know what I mean? When I'm having orange juice or breakfast juice. I don't do that much these days since my woes, and I have to be very careful of having lots of sugar. Although I drink a lot of beer, and that's carbohydrate, isn't it? So, anyway, cheers and beers, dear viewer. Let's see what we get from this thing. If you want to join the Jona Army, why not click like, subscribe to the channel. Please leave me a comment. More and more people are leaving comments, which is cool because that means what I'm saying to people is getting through. So please leave some comments and that kind of stuff. See what we get from this bad boy. Okay, interesting. Not as ridiculously sour as I was thinking. It is sour, but it starts off quite sweet. And there's definitely that cream, which is I'm guaranteed is coming from the oats. So it kind of starts off a little bit sweet, lingers you in, and then it goes sour, but not intensely sour. And that fruitiness is there all the way through. Obviously, it's a mango fruitiness in this one. but it never kind of gets to kind of juicy kind. You know, if you get a mango and it's not quite ripe enough, it's slightly young, and sometimes you get a bitter kind of mango, as opposed to the old ones that go a bit kind of juicy and that kind of thing. But some of those, if you leave it really long time, and it does actually start to ferment, yeah, fruit can go a bit bitter and a bit fizzy. You know, if you have a pineapple and you don't use all of the pineapple in one go, and you put it in the fridge and forget about it for a couple of days, and then you come back to it and you eat it, and it's a bit fizzy because it's started to ferment, dear viewer, even in the fridge. Oh, it reminds me actually of a story of Muslim gentlemen of a certain age in fully Muslim countries. So they don't make alcohol, or not legally. I'm sure some people make alcohol, but according to the kind of religion, you shouldn't, drink alcohol and that kind of stuff. Um, but the date harvest, when the date harvest comes round, they often get sort of traveling kind of workers to help pick the dates. And believe it or not, dates can actually start to ferment while they're hanging on the tree, while they're still kind of unpicked, if you like. And it's not unheard of. There is a special word for it, and I can't remember what it is. Um, pardon me, in sort of Arabic languages. Um, and basically, you'll find people asleep under trees because they've eaten one too many slightly off dates, shall we say, and they fermented. And basically, they're hammered because they don't drink. They don't actually drink alcohol, but they eat the dates. And you find these guys just like crashed out under trees. Um, and hey, a lot of these countries are really warm and stuff, so you can sleep under a tree and that kind of thing. I think it happens. Well, for a different reason in Australia, um, but you'll come across Aboriginal guys that are just absolutely hammered, and they just lean up against a tree and then fall asleep because they're drunk, basically. Anyway, cheers. Fruit is a wonderful thing. I if you like fermented beverages, and obviously I'm kind of known as a beer guy first, but I like my ciders too, and I do like other kinds of fermentation, and spontaneous kind of fruit fermentation is fabulous. It really is brilliant. Nature is so cool, don't you think? It's almost as though, it was planned that way. I'll leave that with you, dear viewer. Oh, as I'm drinking down, the sourness is kind of getting to me now. It is getting a lot more sour. That creamy oat thing is still there, um, but perhaps, I don't know if there's any kind of bits. I don't think I saw that many. There's probably some in suspension there. Um, Bits of mango and that kind of thing. Um, but yeah, for someone that likes kind of fruity things, fruit ciders, and I don't mean the really artificial kind of flavored cider, but sort of proper ciders, perries, even hedgerow wines. Oh, lovely, lovely stuff. Um, Anything to do with the springtime. I know springtime's more blossom and you get fruit in the autumn and into the winter as well. But what's happening with nature at the moment? What's happening with the year? Things are starting to perk up, even though it's still a bit cold down here. Don't know how it is where you are, dear viewer. If you're south of the equator, it's probably the other way round, a bit flipped. Um, But what I mean is, nature is wonderful, and nature does provide us to some degree with alcohol. It's wonderful. It actually blows my mind. And then we've got people like Vault City who are doing wonderful things like this. I have to say, I need to get more into sour beers. Vault City triple fruited mango, modern sour beer. But you take what nature gives you and you kind of make it better. Oh, that is a lovely beer. If you're not a Vault City fan, or if you're not a sour fan, why not try one? This is the time of year to drink these kind of beers, just to get yourself used to them. I think that's fantastic. Going to probably give it a high score on Untapped. If you want to join me on Untapped, my link is down below. Feel free to join me there and spark up conversation, or leave me a message via YouTube. This has been your loving Uncle Jona, drinking all sorts of wild fermentations and sour, weird things, so you guys don't have to. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself as well. Give yourself some time to drink some wonderful, wonderful beer. Uncle Jona will return with another beer review real soon.